And then there came a day unlike any other, when 5 of the Earth's mightiest geeks found themselves united against a common thread. On that day, Geeks of the Week was born. I'm Mario, this is Thursday, and this is Geeks of the Week. On to the video. Hey, so this week I'm going to be responding to my fellow geeks and then getting back to my Avengers themed video. I'm going to start with my geeks. Steph this week talked about cartoons, and it reminded me of the days I would watch Saturday morning cartoons while eating a big bowl of cereal. Actually, I still do that. I also watch Young Justice like her, and I'm on her side on this. The time jump was radical and interesting, but at the same time it's kind of ridiculous that it would take 5 years for them to investigate a case. Not only that, but they left other plot threads hanging that shouldn't take 5 years to solve. With that said, it's still a good show. I still recommend it. I'm going to keep watching, and we'll see where it goes from here. Also, Luluco, or Lulu Widow, discussed the Marvel side of cartoons. And it's always cool to see fresh new perspective on Avenger cartoons. I also watch Avengers XD. I kind of disagree with her on Widow, but I kind of don't. Widow's supposed to be kind of like you're not supposed to know what side she's on. She's supposed to be nefarious in that way. She's a master spy. But like I said, it's always cool to see a fresh new look on it. And I enjoyed her video. You guys should check it out. It's great. She put a lot of work into it, or I think she did. Or whether she did or she didn't, it's great. It's going to be better than this video. I tell you that right now. The whole shield thing, her costume, it's awesome. Check it out, guys. Moving on to Coolio Vids. He did a great job on discussing Hal Jordan. He is not my favorite Lantern, but I can't deny he's probably the most important Green Lantern. So, yeah. While we're on the topic of Green Lanterns, I'm going to answer Steph's question now. She asked us what lantern would we be and why. So I really went through it. I probably thought about it more than I should have, but I went through all of them, and I can be red because don't get that mad. Not yellow because I don't instill fear into anybody. Not that greedy, so can be orange. Could be a bit of a narcissist, so I'm not Blue Lantern material. So I was whittling them down. I finally came down to green. And so maybe I'm that because of the process of elimination, but I feel I'm that because I'm really strong-willed on things, and I really, when I set my mind to something, I really complete that task. So I think green fits me fine. So now back to my Avengers theme video. As if you guys needed to be told, the Avenger movie comes out tonight at midnight, and I will be at that showing. By now I've seen so many versions of the Avengers trailer, but by far my favorite is the parody these fans did. You guys should check it out. There will be a link below. It is funny. Also going on this weekend is Free Comic Book Day. So you guys should go pick up some free comics. If I may make a suggestion, if you see one called Atomic Robo, he looks like this, that little robot guy right there. You guys should pick it up. It's free, and they always put out good quality work on Free Comic Book Day. While I'm on the topic of comics and suggestions, I decided instead of doing my regular reviews, I'm going to make some Avenger arc suggestions. That way when you go see the movie and you will love it and you want more Avengers, these will be good arcs to start with. So on to the suggestions. Several years ago, Marvel decided to start a new line of comics, one in which told the first appearance of their characters in today's modern world. This gave them the freedom to try new and bold things without messing with their regular universe. This line of comics is usually referred to as the Ultimate U. One of those comics was the Avengers, otherwise known as the Ultimates. Written by Mark Millar and art by Brian Hitch, the first volume is issues 1 to 13 and has 2 arcs in it. The first one is superhumans are starting to appear in the world, and Nick Fury wants to assemble a team to keep it safe. So he gets the team together, and they're trying to justify keeping it together because there hasn't been any real big threat. Ironically, the group receives legitimacy when the Hulk has a rampage in downtown New York and they have to stop him. So that's the first arc. The second arc deals with a alien invasion. It's a shape-shifting aliens called the Chitauri, not the Skrull, have infiltrated Earth and are planning an alien invasion. And the Ultimates have to stop them, and that's the second arc. The reason I recommend this book is because the Nick Fury you guys know from the movies is directly out of the pages of this book. In fact, there's a funny scene in it where the Ultimates have become sort of famous, and they're talking that they might make a movie based on the team, and the group is sitting around and they're saying who would play who, and Nick Fury straight up says, oh well, who else would play me but Samuel L. Jackson. And keep in mind, this is before an Iron Man movie, before the talk of even an Avengers movie. this predates all that, and it's so cool that it called it. The character in here looks like Samuel L. Jackson. It's just beautifully drawn. So that's really cool. So that's part of the reason why I recommend it. The writing by Mark Millar is amazing. It's smart, savvy, intriguing. It's like almost an adult version of the Avengers. Brian Hitch's artwork, if anybody's seen my reviews, knows that I feel it's very cinematic. It's freaking beautiful. I'm basically holding a movie here. That's basically what I'm doing. This has already been released in paperbacks and volumes, so I definitely recommend you guys pick it up. This was basically a review, although it was supposed to be recommendations, I might as well rate this. It is a 5 stars. I absolutely think you guys should read it. Pick it up. The next arc I'll be recommending is Avengers Redzone, written by Jeff Johns and art by Oliver Coipel. And in this story, a biological attack has been released over Mount Rushmore, South Dakota, and the Avengers have been called in to investigate. It's a very cool plot, a very interesting story. It's nothing globally threatening, but still very dangerous. It's action-packed. The plot moves along at a good pace. There's a very cool reveal on who the villain is that I don't think you guys will see coming. The artwork is fabulous. It's great to look at. It's very good. I might as well rate this, I guess. It's 4 stars. It's already been released in trade paperback, and I absolutely recommend it. And finally, I recommend Avengers Disassemble, written by Brian Michael Bendis and art by David Finch. And in this arc, Scarlet Witch loses her mind. She attacks the Avengers, and as a result, the Avengers break up for a while. The only real reason I'm recommending this arc is because it's historic. It's still kind of relevant in today's Marvel's universe, and they still reference it. It kind of, Scarlet Witch has never really been the same, after this arc. The artwork is solid. If I have to rate this, I guess it's 3.5. So those were my Avenger recommendations. 1 amazing book, 1 okay book, and 1 book. So, if I had to pick one for you guys to absolutely pick up, it's going to be the Ultimates. Pick up the first volume, then pick up the second volume. There's 2 out there. Make sure that it was written by Mark Millar, though. Make sure of that, because there's one out there wasn't, and that's not any good. So make sure of that. I hope you've enjoyed my recommendations. That's it for me this week, guys. Let me know what you think of my video or of my suggestions. Comment and subscribe. Check out the other more excellent Geeks of the Week. And I have to go run, literally. I gotta go get in line for that movie right now. So I'll catch you all next week. I'm here to talk to you about the Geek Initiative.